Hey homebrewers, it's Paul here from Grain and Glass, and today we're going to be looking at the Grainfather SF70 Conical Fermenter. It holds, I believe, 18 US gallons or around 70 liters. We're going to unbox this, set it up, and do a quick overview of some of the unique features that I think this fermenter has. Oh, I don't know if there's anything else in here. Oh, yep. So we have the main unit here, instruction manual, which is just 2 pages, so I don't anticipate this being very hard to put together. The 3 legs, which are height adjustable. So if you want it higher or lower, just make sure obviously you put the same height on all 3 legs. Some casters with a lock, thermal well, and then this is just a pickup tube, I'm assuming, for this ball valve here. And then of course the lid, which has a 1.5-inch tri-clamp, so you can do pressure transfers. I'd have to check what the pressure rating is. My guess would be like maybe 2 or 3 PSI. You definitely don't want to be putting too much pressure in there. So we'll go ahead and put this guy together. Oh, I love this beer. It's just too easy to drink it. So we'll start off by putting on the legs. Again, there's 2 height adjustments here. I'm going to put it on the highest setting. If you're doing this at home, you might want to put a towel or some sort of cloth underneath your fermenter so you're not scratching it up before you even get to use it. So just hand tighten them at first. We'll just do the same thing for the other 2. The legs are installed, all the bolts are nice and tight. We're going to go ahead and put on the casters. I'd suggest locking them first, unless they already are. Never mind, they are already locked. And we just got to simply just screw these in here. Now that we have our legs and casters on, we're going to go ahead and install the dip tube and also the thermal well. For the thermal well, you take off the nut, leave that O-ring inside there. And just tighten the nut on the outside, and that's it. And then for the dip tube, it just goes right into the ball valve here. And that's pretty much it for assembly. The nice thing is you can dump your tube from the big ball valve, but if you want to grab a sample to check your gravity, you can do it right from here. It's nice and easy. You can also transfer out of here, so just grab probably 3/8-inch tubing, put it to your keg or whatever you want to put it into, and just open it up. The dip tube on there should stop most of the tube or hops to transfer over. Let's take a look at this lid. So as I mentioned, it has a 1.5-inch tri-clamp fitting and also a nice gasket in here. So you simply put it on, put down your clamps, and it's ready to go. So they give you a stopper and an airlock if you want to do that route. If you did a really big batch, and let's say you're worried about needing a blow-off tube, since it has tri-clamp, we can always just attach a barb like this, put that sucker on there, and then you can attach your blow-off tube right to here. The other neat thing is you could also do a closed CO2 transfer, so you can hook up your CO2 tank to here. Again, you don't need much, 2 or 3 PSI, and then just go from this sample port here right into your keg or whatever you want to put it into. That's pretty much it. I think that's a pretty nice feature to have. There you have the Grainfather SF70 fermenter. They're not too pricey for the size and considering they're all stainless steel. A couple of things that I liked about it, as I mentioned, the tri-clamp fitting right on the lid. It's nice to have a sample port and a dump valve, so this you can grab your gravity readings whenever you'd like. Has a thermal well. So this thing would be a bit tricky to temperature control, but since there's a thermal well, if you did have a fridge or something this could fit into, temperature control it that way. I believe Grainfather also sells something called, I think, the GCA, which is like a chiller coil that goes on the inside. Unfortunately, they're not available to us yet, but once they are available, we will bring them in. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And otherwise, please like and subscribe if you want to continue seeing content like this. Thank you for watching.